What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and Boston was able to pull off an impressive 93-80 win against the Heat yesterday. Low-scoring game. So if we check out the markets on DraftKings, heading into Game 6 in Boston, they're minus 1,200 to win the series. Odds on the Celtics to win the series, and the Warriors are currently minus 3,500. So we are going to be going through the best NBA bets for today, May 26th. And obviously the Warriors are pretty big favorites. The best odds you can get on the Warriors is minus 279 on the OddsJam Perfect line. So Pinnacle Sportsbook, the sharpest, most efficient market out there, is giving you minus 279 on the Warriors. And the best price you can get on the Mavs is plus 275 on Westgate. So I don't have a bet on the money line in this game. What we are going through is the best two player prop bets, the best two mathematically profitable player prop bets for Game 5 of the Warriors-Mavericks series. So the first bet I like is Wiggins over 25.5 PRAs. So you can see that we're able to get plus money on this bet on Caesars Sportsbook, right? We're able to get plus 100 odds. Pinnacle, right, the OddsJam Perfect line, they price this at minus 126. So they have the over heavily juiced, right? The sharpest sportsbook in the world has the over heavily juiced, and we're able to pick up 26 cents of improvement, right? 126 to plus 100. We're getting 26 cents of improvement on Caesars Sportsbook. So this is a really sharp bet that I like for today. So we're going to go ahead and lock it in. You can see that the fair odds for this bet, once you remove the juice, is minus 109.36, right? So that is the true odds. Once you remove the juice, the spread from the sportsbooks market, the fair line is minus 109.36. And we're getting better odds than the true odds or the fair odds. So our bet is positive expected value. Our bet has a positive profit margin, right? We're getting plus 100, which is better odds than the fair odds. So this is a value bet, a bet with value. And the profit margin of this bet is 4.47%. So really good bet on Caesars, and this also shows you the importance of having multiple sports books, right? You need to be able to always get the best line as a sports bettor. So we're going to go ahead and lock this first bet in, and then I'll go ahead and add it to my OddsJam bet tracker. So 4.47% profit margin, a profit margin I'm pretty happy with. And if you're curious where this number comes from, 4.47%, just take the line from Pinnacle Sportsbook under the OddsJam column, the odds from the sharpest sportsbook in the world, and throw them into a zero vig odds calculator, right? This is also called a fair odds calculator. So the way every sportsbook makes money is they charge the juice, they charge the vig. So what you're doing with a no vig odds calculator is you're removing the juice, right? Essentially, Pinnacle, their model is implying that Andrew Wiggins has a 52.24% chance of having over 24.5, over 25.5, I apologize, PRAs, right? Which implies a fair line of minus 109.36, and then the sportsbook adds in their juice or their spread to ultimately give you minus 126, which is the odds that they're giving you, the sports bettor, right? So this is the line you want to beat, right? You want to beat negative 109.36. So because we're winning this bet 52.24% of the time, we're getting plus 100 odds, and we stake 250 on this, our profit margin is going to be $11.20 in dollars. So 100, if you put in $100, 448. So the profit margin of this bet is 4.48%, which is what you see on the OddsJam Positive EV page. That is the profit margin of your bet. So that is the first player prop I really like for tonight in Game 5 of Warriors versus Mavericks. So Game 5, Warriors versus Mavs, best player prop bet currently available is Wiggins over 25.5 PRAs. Now the next bet I like is Dwight Powell over 2.5 points. So this is a straight value play. Dwight Powell over 2.5 points, and we'll go ahead and lock in this bet as well. So if you want to, you can just kind of browse the odds for this wager, right? It should be pretty clear that we're getting an insane price on Caesars. They're giving you plus 110. Bet Online, a very sharp sports book, is all the way down at minus 112. minus 106 on FanDuel, we're getting plus 110. Minus 112 on Pin, we're getting plus 110. Minus 110, minus 110. They're the only book giving you plus money, right, on Caesars. This is an insane line discrepancy. There's insane value on Dwight Powell, over 2.5 PRAs. The best odds are always highlighted in green on OddsJam. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this bet in. And for this bet, the profit margin is 3.73%. So I'll add both of these bets to my bet tracker, the two highest mathematically profitable bets on OddsJam. The Wiggins bet had a 4.47% profit margin. Dwight Powell over 2.5 points, obviously an uncorrelated bet, had a 3.73% profit margin. So we have two pretty uncorrelated bets, right? We're forming like our own hedge fund of mathematically profitable sports bets from the OddsJam positive expected value page of mathematically profitable bets. Right? So we have two uncorrelated bets, both with a positive profit margin. One bet has a profit margin in dollars of 11.18. The other bet 9.33. So 20.50 in total profit margin on our two value bets from OddsJam. And it should be pretty clear, right? Just looking at the odds, this is an insane price we are getting on Caesars Sportsbook, right? OddsJam is constantly scanning all of these lines, all of these player props, alternate lines, quarter and half bets for you, the sports bettor, to find you value. So two positive EV bets I locked in. I added both to my bet tracker. So again, I like to go through my bet tracker on a daily basis, just to make sure I'm beating the closing line consistently. If you are beating the closing line, getting better odds than the closing line, then you're going to make a lot of money sports betting, right? But you have to beat the closing line consistently. So best two player prop bets for Mavs Warriors. We got Wiggins over 25.5 PRAs, Dwight Powell over 2.5 points. Let me know if you tail. Let me know if you lock them in. Two best bets for Mavs Warriors tonight. Let's go. Let's make some money.